Hey, what's up guys? This is Johnny from the Kings of War channel. And today's video we are going to talk about Kings of War specific terrain. So, as you guys can see, I have the Realm of Battle here. It is flocked in the manner that I talked about for my flocking miniatures video. A little bit different. I used some browns in there for the soil too. But what's neat about this is you can switch the different formations of the battlefield and have all different kinds of setups, which is really cool. The one thing that I did find about the Realm of Battle is it does warp. If, at least with the technique that I used, and because I use a lot of scenic cement, the piece is warped. Not too bad, but just bad enough to where I have to use some shims underneath, like at the intersections there. It comes with a nice suitcase that you can take it around. And yeah, so let's talk about our first pieces of terrain, which are these forests. So, those two back there I didn't make. They're from a friend of mine. And I'm going to tell you why I like those versus the GW ones. But I made all of these. That one right there is my favorite. It has a bunch of like little flowers and stuff like that I made. I can't get too close with this flip cam, but maybe I'll try to get some pictures and kind of splice them into the video. But this forest, the trees are not removable. Another thing I like about it too is it's a cluster of all different kinds of trees. It really looks like a forest, but this is impassable forest for our game. So you basically, it's so thick in there that you're going to have to go around. Which is cool because, you know, when people talk about, you know, armies meeting on the open battlefield, they're probably not going to be going and having a huge battle inside a forest. So I don't really care for the GW forest pieces. Just because taking out the trees and they're just these little stands, and I just never really cared for them. So yeah, I much prefer these. So here we have a tree line that I made. And what's important about all of these pieces right here is you can get a movement tray in there. That's what's special about these pieces, is you can get movement trays, like in this one. You can get an entire unit into there. The same with all of these. This is kind of a little dead forest piece. Kind of, you can, you know, depending on what time of year it is. See, we use these like during fall because we use these at the end of fall because we like to kind of theme our battlefield with the outside weather. But yeah, these trees back here are removable. However, as I said, I just don't like removing trees in them. I always like my battlefields to look as real as possible. I've said it once and I'll say it again. We also have over here, we have the battlefield in a box trees. These are very nice trees. However, I had to buy this flocking separate. You know, it shows on the box of these, like all the stands and everything are all flocked and all these trees. They give you a little bag of flock about this big. It wouldn't even hardly do 2 of these. So I bought this on eBay, where it looks like actual little leaves. So yeah, we use these during early fall. And yeah, we really liked them. So I will put this stuff away and get out some more, and we'll be back with the next part of the video. Okay, here we have some bodies of water. It's really kind of self-explanatory here. I didn't make that one, I made these two. Personally, I like my lake. This lake does have a little bit more detail as far as the bushes and that kind of stuff, which is very nice. It is from the same maker that made the other pieces that I showed you of the forest. I bought all that stuff before I started really making my own terrain. I've been making Dungeons and Dragons terrain for years, but this is a little bit different than making dungeons. But yeah, let's see if I can get a little closer to that. Here's mine. You can see right through there how it's deep down in the middle. I have a little floating barrel right there. And yeah, it turned out not too bad for my first lake, I wouldn't think. We have some rocks under the water here. A little bit of detail there. And then this is the swamp I made. Turned out very nice. Not sure if the camera here will do it justice, but up close it really looks like a nasty swamp. So yeah, that's the bodies of water that I have. I'm currently in the process of making a river that will span the entire board. Okay, let's talk about some paper products real quick. These are from WorldWorks Games and possibly Fat Dragon. I believe that's the Ultimate DM's screen from Fat Dragon Games. These are okay. They worked really well for Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, but once again, I like to use really nice products that look real, and while these do, have a bit of detail and look real, I just know that they're paper. It drives me crazy. So yeah, we have that castle back there. We kind of just put that on the side of the board, and then we'll use these. These aren't bad for right now, but I'm going to be ordering some of the actual resin buildings. But they use a lot of ink and a lot of cardstock, but they're pretty inexpensive. You can buy the PDFs for just a couple bucks a piece, and if you've got the time and you've got the ink, well, you can have some paper products. Okay guys, let's talk about Hirst Arts products. I've been casting Hirst Arts pieces for a couple years now. As of lately, I haven't been, because I just had like boxes and boxes of this stuff just kind of put away, and since we moved, I didn't drag the big old bag of dental plaster with me. So yeah, these are some of the pieces I made. That's the only piece I didn't make. It comes from the other train seller. By the way, I wanted to mention that if you guys are in the US and you would like some custom train pieces built, just let me know. Maybe we can work something out. I have my train page is Forest City Terrain on Facebook, so you can just look that up and get more information right there. But let's talk about these pieces real quick. As I showed you guys before, these are my objective markers made with I believe it's the Cavern Pieces mold. And we have like little crystal balls and little jugs and jars and containers and money piles and all that good stuff. Over here we have a piece with some old boxes or crates right there. We have a little bucket. And basically it's just a ruined structure, which I made it tall enough so it blocks line of sight. That's one of the main reasons I built this piece, is because I wanted a line of sight blocker, that a unit, and once again it's important, I made it to where you can get units up in here, the movement trays. But yeah, there's that piece, like I said, line of sight blocker. Up here is one of the ruined pieces from the other gentleman. But it's kind of, you can't really use it for anything because I can't get a movement tray in there. So it's more just for a decorative piece on the table. Here's just a wall I made. Nothing too special about that, but again, just this would probably be hardcover or line of sight blocker, whatever you guys agree on at the beginning of the game. This I made for my son, because he plays the dwarves, and I wanted kind of a dwarven themed piece. I'm not sure with this crappy camera if you can see the little mushrooms growing down there, but we have piles of rubble all over. And of course you can see where they would keep their ale in these giant barrels. Up on top here, you're not going to be able to see it, but I actually have a chair and a table and stuff where the dwarves would probably kind of sit and drink and look out over the countryside, keep watch. But yeah, I made that custom piece for him. This isn't a Hirst piece. It is just popsicle sticks. I basically built a fence which stops charging and stuff like that. And then, yeah, this is a wizard's tower, which I really like. I think it turned out okay. Some of the wash that I did running down to the windows to me looks a little thick, but it's nothing too bad. But yeah, these are the Hirst Arts pieces. Okay guys, let's talk about these pieces. They are, back there, that is from the Battlefield in a Box. They're a decent piece. I mean, they're heavy duty, they come painted, they fit the theme. You get both of these two, I really like them. Yeah, not much more to say about that. Here, I didn't cover this in the last piece, but this is a wizard statue. Again, I believe it's Hirst Arts with a miniature on the top. But you have a little owl down there, and this can be another objective marker or just for looks. And then we have a bunch of different rock outcroppings here. That can be hardcover, blocking terrain, whatever you guys agree on before the game. And finally, we have some hills. These are just your basic hills. This one is kind of tall, so there's possibility of some cover behind there. Yeah, not too much to say about them, besides they work really well. They look good on the battlefield, you know, when you have all your other terrain. Now that this stuff is off the battlefield, we could probably take a little bit closer look at my realm of battle here. I went along and put bushes everywhere along those edges. Just really kind of brings it to life a little bit more. Just like that. And yeah, I really am a big fan of the Realm of Battle board. But yeah, hope the video wasn't too long and boring. I just wanted to show you guys some of the terrain and the importance of being able to move movement trays in and out of it. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you dig the channel. And a lot more videos to come. I believe the next videos I'm going to show our armies. Catch you later.